So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our conjunction video of the week. And this week we're going to be covering our video of Moon, Mercury, Jupiter and Rahu conjunction. And what happens when Moon, Mercury, Jupiter and Rahu are conjunct in your horoscope. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this placement, where it's placed, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, all your astrological details. For that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link. So, Moon, Mercury, Jupiter, and a Rahu conjunction. What does that mean? So, as you know, Moon represents the mind, mother, happiness, comforts. Moon represents your emotional connection to the world. It represents wealth and possession and fame and public. Mercury represents speech, communication, aunts, uncles, friends, health, skills, education, learning. And then you have Jupiter. Jupiter represents the divine knowledge. Higher knowledge, gurus, teachers, counselors, advisors, father, pilgrimage, philosophy, religion, an astrologer is represented by Jupiter because astrologer is a counselor, the advisor. So Jupiter comes in. Then you have Rahu. Rahu is Mr. Unorthodox. Rahu is smoke. Rahu is illusion. Rahu is cinema, photography, crime. Rahu is the person who thinks outside the box. Rahu likes to break the rules. Rahu is also science. Rahu is softwares. So what does all of this means? Well, whenever we have this particular conjunction together, most definitely the person finds not only interest in writing, philosophy, but when they pick educational subject, it is always inspired by either medicine, environmental science, zoology, biology, poetry, and writing. A person also may pick music, classical music, with this placement, especially if this conjunction happens in non-technical signs like Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Pisces. And the reason why, we've always see a person somehow finding interest in medicine, environmental science, pharmaceuticals, any kind of healthcare, because not only because of Mercury, but Moon. Moon represents medicine. Moon represents, health and nutrition, because it's our mother who heals us. It's our mother who takes care of us. So when Moon comes into play, those things happen. But in this person, especially if this conjunction occurs from your ascendant or 5th house, you're also a natural writer. You're a natural poet. And the reason why philosophy comes in, because a philosopher is a person who looks at the world in a very critical manner and gives his logical, analytical view about how life should be and how one should live. So that means you have logic and, knowledge, the divine knowledge coming together. You have logic and reasoning coming together. So this is why we can see a person becoming a great philosopher with this. And the reason why we also see zoology interest is because of the fact, Jupiter represents biology and every living thing on this planet. This also shows that your spouse will be very well educated, very intelligent, extremely quick to respond to things. And especially for women, I'm talking about. Because Jupiter represents the husband for women. And let's say if you are gay, then it does not represent your husband. That would be Mars. And if you're lesbian, then Venus represents your spouse, not Jupiter. Jupiter is for a heterosexual woman. So, because Jupiter is a planet that gives you children, that you can have children with. So 2 gay men cannot have children, 2 lesbians cannot have children, and we're not talking about adoption or anything. We're just talking about natural, the progression of science, or progression of nature, I should say. This also shows us that a person will greatly be interested in occult sciences, mysticism, tarot, because you are also adding Rahu to this mix. And especially Rahu represents chemicals. Whenever Moon and Rahu come together, it represents chemistry, chemicals, pharmaceuticals. So a person will be more inclined towards pharmaceutical-like fields. A person can become a great computer programmer with this if it happens in technical signs like Aries and Gemini, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius. Because there's these things called technical signs and non-technical signs. Non-technical signs, it's like acting and music and singing and poetry, philosophy, psychology. Technical is more like software engineer, dentist and a pharmacist. But, regardless, great love for science and education. But also what happens though, as much as they're very, very educated, very intelligent, extreme, but at the same time, in the same token, they can be very cunning. They know how to take advantage of the situation. They know how to go around to get things done. They will break rules to achieve their goals. Just because you're a scientist and a scholar doesn't mean you're an honest person or you're a good person. This can show that a person has the cleverness to get what they want. They have the means to know how do they move, where do they go, how do they move up the corporate ladder. Now, you can do that honestly too. Hey, you don't want to go and kiss ass of the boss? I will. You're not breaking rules, this is part of the game. So there's a difference between playing the game and then breaking the rules. And Rahu gives inclination towards both, depending upon how it's placed, and especially if Jupiter has a higher degree than Rahu, or Rahu has, or Jupiter has lower degree. Okay. And this can, usually it can also give interest in finance, especially in the 2nd house, like finance, business management. Okay. So guys, this is my analysis of Moon, Mercury, Jupiter, Rahu conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Okay, and if you want to know where your conjunction is, all the other astrological details, books, reports, consultation, for that check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.